Hey, Andrea Proeber here with the Proeber team, Great Expectations Realty. So I wanted to kind of talk to some of you guys that are buying homes. I know a lot of times we talk to sellers only, and that's not really fair. So we wanted to do a few videos for you buyers because the market has changed considerably in the last 6 months to a year. Basically, it's become a seller's market. And it's been so long since it's become a seller's market. We're talking like a dozen years, so over a decade, that a lot of you that are first-time home buyers or that are coming back to the market have no idea what you've just walked into. So I wanted to just kind of talk to you guys about what to do in a seller's market so that your dream home is actually yours as opposed to the next person making an offer. A lot of times these sellers are now looking at multiple offers. So you have to do a lot on your actual contract and your actual offer to not just make the right price, but also to make the right stipulations. So one thing that we've always talked about is obviously get your pre-approval or your pre-qualification letter from your bank or your lending institution. Get that early, because you don't have time anymore to go, okay, let me look at a few houses, and now I'm going to go get my pre-qual letter, and I'll turn in an offer, and then, you know, it'll all just come together in the end. No, that's gone, okay? At this point, you need to get your pre-qualification letter or your pre-approval, even better, that's actually submitting paperwork. Get that before you even start looking at houses. Everybody keeps saying, hey, you know, realtors won't show me any houses until I have my pre-approval letter. There's a reason for that. You're basically asking us to take you to the store and you don't have your wallet. You have no cash, which means your proof of funds from your bank, and you have no credit card, and you have like nothing. You want us to take you to the store to go buy something, but you don't have any of your finances in order. You don't have anything. So your pre-approval letter, that's basically your credit card to prove that you can purchase something. You can't just buy it on your name and just a contract alone anymore. Those times, that's gone. It may come again, but at this point, it is a seller's market. It is a hardcore seller's market here in Ocala. So just a few other tips besides that is obviously, you want to make your offer as great as possible. And that comes down to not just the money. Okay, everybody thinks, oh, well, I'll just, you know, offer the list price and I will get the house. No, because everybody else is offering a list price. So how do you make your offer stand out? One of the things that you can do is do an as-is contract as opposed to a residential contract. These contracts may look similar, but they are very different. An as-is contract is literally accepting the house as is. Now, if there's something substantially wrong with the house, you can, of course, walk away, get your escrow back, and move on to the next house. You still have an inspection period. But with the residential contract, it's actually built in that up to a certain dollar amount, they have already agreed, the sellers have already agreed to pay for any repairs up to a certain dollar amount. Normally it's about $1,000, $1,500, something like that. So that would take care of any minor things. But an as-is contract is letting the seller know, look, anything minor that's not going to influence the financing, like a roof or something like that, something minor, we're going to go ahead and take care of. We're just going to take that off of you. We'll go ahead and take care of that. If there's like a gutter that needs to be repaired or something like that, it's a simple fix. It's not that expensive. We're going to go ahead and do that. Okay. So it basically lets the seller know that you're not going to come in and find a whole bunch of, you know, little tiny things that's going to just be annoying to them, and they're going to have to repair it. You're going to have to re-inspect. All that's gone. You're going to do the inspection, but you're taking it as is, as long as it's not a major defect. And of course, there's some negotiations that come around again once you've done your home inspection, but it does help get your offer accepted a little bit faster. If you don't want to do that, that's cool. Another thing that you can do is up your escrow amount. So that money that you put down, showing that you're a serious buyer. If you're only putting like $500, you're not that serious, or you're low on funds, which makes them think that maybe you're going to have a hard time coming up with your closing costs and coming up with actually getting this deal done. So put down more of an escrow, more of a deposit on the house so that they understand you're serious, that you have some savings, that you are going to be able to purchase this home. You're not going to have any fluky financing issues, and they're going to waste weeks of their time thinking that their house is sold when really you can't actually close because you don't have your finances in order. So it just kind of gives a little bit more security to your offer and to the sellers, letting them know that not only are you serious, but you actually have your stuff together. So that's another thing that you can do to kind of make your offer stand out, is just something simple like that. And that money, it's not like it just goes to the seller or anything like that. You can actually, it goes to the title company or whoever you're using to close. We use title companies primarily here, so that's why I said that. But it goes to the title company. It's just held in escrow, and then it goes as a credit to you at the end. So, okay. Something else that you can do, no weird requests. Some people, have you ever seen those videos or whatever online where it's like they bought the house because of the cat or something like that? They wanted the cat, so you know that it was included as part of the real estate deal. Don't do anything like that. Just, you know, if you really like the furniture or something, make that a separate offer and just say, if you're not taking your furniture, we'd be interested in some of the pieces, but let's get through the real estate contract first, because that's the main thing. I mean, it's a house. You can always refurnish it with the exact same furnishings later if you want. They will actually worry more about what they're getting for the couch more so than what they're getting for the house. So don't get into all of that. If you want the furnishings, just say, we'll make that a separate transaction later, but let's talk about negotiating the house and get that contract done, and then you can do that as a separate. It's the same as if you were garage selling or something. It's a separate thing, okay? So if you want to purchase the house, make the contract for the house. I personally do not put furnishings on a residential contract. It messes with the financing. It just messes with the whole deal. So if you want the lawn furniture or whatever, great, do that separately, okay? Something else that's really important is speed. So if I'm working with you and I call you and say, hey, this house just hit the market, we got to take a look at it today, and you're like, well, today's not good for me, how about next week? House is gone. Okay, house is gone. Unless there's some issue that we don't know about it, that house already has 5 offers on it, and the sellers have already picked one before you can even go look at it. So get a little faster. If you're serious about buying a house, make sure that you make the time for it. Just say, look, these are the hours I can go. If it's after hours, if it's early in the morning, whatever you have to do. But get out there. Try and be the first one to see that house, because that means you get the first offer in. They're considering that before somebody else has even looked at the house. So you actually have that advantage too. So it's not just money. It's not just a great offer. It's also the time. Timing is everything. I mean, sometimes you can get a house for a little bit less just because you put your offer in, you had your pre-approval letter already ready to go, you are serious. So that actually helps quite a bit too. Okay, and finally, no low ball offers. Those days are gone. Okay, so if you look at a house and you're like, this is the house of our dreams, but let's see if we can get it a little bit lower. Let's offer $20,000 under what their asking price is. Not because the house isn't worth it, but just because you want a deal. Guess what? You will not get the house. You will just straight up not get it. Those days of lowball offers being accepted are pretty much gone. So unless there's something wrong with the house or some issue with the seller that they have to absolutely move, it's been on the market for a little while and it's just maybe the price range or whatever. All of these are things that your real estate agent that's working with you, they're working with you, they should be explaining all of this to you. Open your ears. I know it's really hard. Sometimes you know you want something done a certain way and the real estate agent is telling you something different. Listen to them. They're going out there. They're in the trenches every day. They're seeing exactly what's going on with the market. Listen to them. This is your expert. Okay, what is the point of hiring an expert when you're not listening to them? They literally go out and look at these houses and turn in these offers every day. So they know what's going on. They know what's going to be accepted. They may have already shown the house that you're putting an offer on to 3 other people. I mean, there's not that many houses out in the market right now. So if you're interested, be serious right now. It is a seller's market. So that means that you have to do an offer that actually reflects that. So that means no weird requests. That means have your pre-qual or pre-qualification letter or pre-approval letter ready to go to submit with the offer. Make sure that your deposit or your escrow funds or whatever you want to call it, we call them EMD, earnest money deposit, whatever you want to call it, that money needs to be sufficient to show that you mean business and that you can close on time because you have your finances in order. You have to be professional about this because you are fighting every other person out there who is trying to get your dream home. So if you want it to be your dream home, you have to be ready to fight for it because right now that's kind of what it is. If you want to just get rid of all of this and do it differently and you want to just go and purchase a brand new build, I will have a video for that shortly. Brand new builds, sometimes you will literally lose your mind with doing them, but they can be excellent, excellent opportunities for some of our buyers out there. So if you've never bought a brand new built home before, you've never gone through the process, that is okay. We can walk you through it. But I would still say that the resale houses, which have been built, sold, and now they're being sold again, those houses are still a little bit better deal than what you can see out there with the new builds. Only marginally. I mean, we're talking like that much because the prices now with the seller's market being what it is and with the new builds still being fairly low, it's pretty close. So you might want to start looking into that area as well. But talk to your real estate agent. It really just depends on your market. So I hope this helps. I hope that you get the house of your dreams. I hope that you get everything that you're looking for your family and your home and your future. But I think at this point you just need to get a little bit more competitive with those offers that we see coming in. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to let me know. Click the subscribe button because we send out great video content all the time. My name is Andrea Proeber. This is Great Expectations Realty. Thanks for watching.